So, in case you don't know, Aiden Ross, one of the biggest streamers of all time. Some people even put him on the streaming Mount Rushmore. Aiden Ross is a very large, prominent streamer now on Kick, does lots of gambling, as well as he's done a stream with the President of the United States. Now, Aiden Ross is in the public eye. He's underneath a lot of scrutiny at all times. And, well, get this, guys. We have another disgruntled ex. I'm gonna break everything down for you scientifically. I'm gonna break everything down for you objectively, and I'm gonna weigh in on this because I saw this clip, and this clip that is currently going viral on social media with over 4 million views. Yeah, 4 million views and 34,000 likes with the caption, well, better yet, let's just play the clip. Let's just listen to this. I'm gonna break everything down for you.
In my life, and everything that I need to organize my life has been organized. So like, if there are no like problems, and everyone fucked off, everyone was like fucking on my dick for so long, everyone fucked off finally. So now I feel like I can just do whatever I want and vibe and like be on the internet and be IRL and blah blah blah. So
great. So this clip says that everybody fucked off, so now she can do what she wants. With another quote being, Aiden Ross's ex, Pamby Baby, says the NDA he made her sign has officially expired and that she's ready to expose the horrible things he did during their relationship. I am finally free and can expose everything that evil man did to me. To which I said, man makes woman relevant and gives them their career. Woman, miserable, immediately plans to ruin man's career the moment they break up, a tale as old as time. Now, let me talk to you about the legalities of this situation. An NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, or there's another one called a non-disparagement agreement. Underneath the context of what this woman is saying, I am underneath the belief that this is a non-disclosure agreement, meaning that she cannot disclose what happened in their relationship. Now, a lot of people are liking to speculate. They're saying, oh my God, Aiden Ross sexually abused her. Oh my God, Aiden Ross sexually manipulated her. Aiden Ross finds this woman, gives her a career, makes her relevant, makes her financially stable, puts her on game, makes her connections, and then they break up. Now, I'm gonna be real. When you are a streamer, because a lot of people are trying to make this seem weird, when you are a streamer and you have any amount of lawyers or a tax guy, the first thing they tell you to do, and I'm just gonna be straight up with you, the first thing any lawyer or any tax guy or any money guy that you have will tell you is, get an NDA on your partner and sign a prenup. Okay? I was also recommended that for people who I've been with, but I'm stupid and I trust people, and that's the reason why I'm fucked and where I am today, is I should never have trusted people. Okay? Now, here's the thing. A lot of people hear the word non-disparage agreement and non-disclosure agreement. A non-disparage means you cannot badmouth them after a relationship. A non-disclosure means that you cannot say anything about that relationship unless a crime was committed. And a lot of people do not know that. A lot of people even accuse me. People even accuse me of using NDAs, non-disclosures, on previous partners to not let them say what crimes that I've committed. That is not possible. And the worst thing is, I have never, ever put an NDA on anybody. But after being accused of being someone who uses NDA to silence previous partners to say that, oh, well, Aiden Ross raped this person or Aiden Ross sexually assaulted this person, I'm gonna educate you guys a little bit on what the SpeakOut Act is. So, the SpeakOut Act is very important to know when it comes to NDAs. The SpeakOut Act, signed December 7th, 2022, renders pre-dispute non-disclosure and non-disparagement clauses unenforceable regarding sexual harassment or assault. It empowers survivors to discuss incidents publicly, protecting against mandatory silence in employment or consumer contracts. So this is what happens. These women will say, oh my God, I was silenced. Oh, I can't say what horrific atrocities have been done to me. Or even worse, what the public will do is say, this person, I don't like him too much. So you know what? They're all rapists. They're all sexual assaulters. They're all manipulators. It doesn't work that way. You cannot do that. The reason why a lot of NDAs are signed or enforced are when the partners just want peace and they want to move on. Or, let's be real, maybe somebody cheated. Okay? Now, you can use an NDA to prevent someone from talking about cheating. Absolutely. 100%. Yes, you can. Okay? But that's pretty much the biggest thing that you can cover up. I don't care if Aiden Ross was mean or said mean things to someone, or maybe, maybe this woman's gonna bring Aiden Ross to court and say, oh, you didn't have sex with me enough. I don't care if he was a sexually greedy partner. I don't care if he was mean. I don't give a fuck at all. At all. I don't care at all. As long as nothing illegal happened, I don't give a fuck. But the problem is that dating in the streamer scene is unironically a death sentence 95% of the time. And we have seen this so many fucking times. There's a relationship. We all see that it's good. We all know that it's good. Then the two break up because things started to get a little weird. Couple months later, woman says, actually, this guy was the worst human being ever. And honestly, he beat me every day. And then the person's life is ruined for several years. And then the truth comes out 4 to 5 years later that nothing happened. And the women are just psychotic, dumb bitches. And they're upset because they wanted to marry this person. And the other person realized, well, I'm not really feeling this. They're not really emotionally mature. I can't see this woman being the mother of my children. I'm going to break up with them. And they say, if I can't be happy, you can't be happy. And that's just how it's been. I mean, I want to remind you guys of how many years Rich Campbell's life was ruined. It was ruined. And there ain't no two shakes about it. And Rich Campbell, he's still fucked. He's still fucked. I'm going to pull this shit up. So Rich Campbell, before he had his entire life ripped away from him by a lying fucking woman, he was averaging 9,000 viewers. These days, he's struggling to break 2,000, getting 900 viewers, 1.8 thousand viewers, 2,000 viewers. And now you're saying, well, I mean, technically, look, he has 12,000 viewers here. I bet you $1,000 he got raided by Asmongold. Let's go check. It's a raid from Asmongold. The only time Rich Campbell can get viewers now is when he's getting raided by Asmongold. And that's fucking ridiculous because he used to average 8, 9, 10,000 viewers. And now he can no longer do that because a woman took his career from him for 3 fucking years. For 3 years. And I'm sure you're all familiar with this situation. I think it's fucking disgusting the power that people give women who are scorned from relationships, who probably fucked up, who are probably not emotionally supportive, who are probably retarded as shit, who were unfit to be parents. And let's just be real. The older men get, the more we're realizing that a lot of these women are entitled. And while these women they're fun to look at, they're fun to have fun with, men are getting older. And we're realizing, once you turn 30, that you want someone who can take care of your kids. And these dumbass retarded OnlyFans whores are not fit to be mothers. They're not. Because their parents are going to have to live their kids are going to have to live a disgraceful life knowing that their mother's career plan was to expose her asshole for $5 on the internet. And I'll be real, if that's the only way you can make money, not really anybody who I want raising my kids. So Aiden Ross is realizing this woman provides no value to my life. She's another stupid bimbo. He breaks up with her, probably in pursuit to find a real woman who can actually raise and nurture their kids and live a happy, normal life with. And now she says, well, wait a minute. I'm miserable because I made a bunch of bad choices, and now I'm going to ruin your life too. Sorry, but that's the truth. These girls, they sure are pretty. They're fun to look at, but date? Absolutely fucking not. They're like They're like a fucking Venus flytrap. They're like a siren at sea, luring sailors in because they sound so nice and then they fucking kill you. Guys, I'll be real, if you're a streamer, just stop fucking dating. Do not date another streamer that streams. Just don't. Find a nice girl who doesn't give a fuck about the internet. Find a nice girl who spends the majority of her time offline in the woods, hanging out in nature. Men, stop dating female streamers. It's never gonna work out. Ever. Ever. Let's talk about Tenz Kyedae. Let's talk about Tenz Kyedae. Tenz took care of this woman for 4 years during her cancer, and even then, it still was not enough. It was still not enough. It will never be enough. You will never be enough. And let's be real, she probably cheated. Okay? And I'm sorry for me assuming on that. But you don't hang out with John Choi, notorious Asian fucker, alone in a boat when you could have gone back to your fucking boyfriend at any time. You refuse to, and you spend the night in the same room with notorious Asian fucker John Choi. Sorry, I'm not gonna subscribe to that logic, and I'm sure Tenz wants to move on, and I hope he does, but hey, I better see some receipts that bullshit did not happen. Now that's just my opinion. I feel like far too often we empower way too, we trust women way too much. We do. It's crazy. The power that women have over baseless lies is crazy. All a woman has to do, tell me when I'm wrong, all a woman has to do is say, this guy sexually assaulted me and this guy's life is ruined for 3 fucking years. And it's crazy because all these women, they never call the police. It's very strange. And the ones who do call the police, all of the investigations get dropped. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. We've seen this with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, where Amber Heard won a civil case because Johnny Depp said some mean things. So she won a civil case, but then once they went criminal, weird how Johnny Depp actually won. And you want to know why that is because civil cases require no proof. Criminal cases do. And court cases are a lot different when you need actual evidence and not just, well, they said this mean thing, look at this weird tweet he did. And that's the power that women have over men these days, especially if you get your judge in a liberal town with an activist judge. Very interesting. And it's crazy because we're all such pussies that we're not going to call this shit out. We're going to let them run rampant. We're going to let them do whatever we want because the moment that you talk about them, oh, this guy must be an abuser. I'm sorry. I believe that women have way too much power over men in today's day and age. And I think it's disgusting. And if I were a man, I would be horrified. I would be horrified at the idea of dating anyone if I'm in the public eye. Absolutely fucking not. And that's why I hope to God Asmongold stays single. And that ends the video. I guarantee you this woman's gonna talk some shit. People will call Aiden Ross horrible things, but maybe he was mean to her. I don't care. But I'll be real. Sometimes bitches deserve you to be mean to them. And I'm gonna be honest, because sometimes women do some dumb shit. And they may not like when you yell at them for doing some dumb shit. But if you don't want to get yelled at, then don't do dumb shit. Oh, I cheated on this guy and he got angry at me. Oh, okay, well then don't cheat on him. I can't, dude, I can't, I've actually heard that before, by the way. I remember there was a guy who got cheated on. And so he was upset at his wife and he yelled at her. And the friend said, you should have never yelled at her. Well, then maybe this person shouldn't have sucked and fucked another guy's dick? What the fuck are we doing here? The world is fucked up and we all know it. Anyways, that's my video. Like, comment, subscribe.